Hello and welcome to my channel. Welcome to Yasa TV. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I want to start doing this match reaction. And first of all, if you like and enjoy the content, please just slap the like button. Um, Subscribe if you're new. And yeah, man, let's get this match reaction going. First and foremost, I wanted to start. Um, I did predict this score, but it was for Chelsea, not for Liverpool. I was saying it's going to be 2-1 Chelsea. But it ended up being the other way around. It's always like this, and when we go to Anfield or when we play Liverpool, it's a bit frustrating. I feel like we can always get something, and we don't end up getting something. Um, if we go through and talk about the game itself, I think the goals were scored by the Salah penalty. Then you got the Jackson goal, and then it was Curtis Jones who scored the well the second one for Liverpool, where you can say um, the winner, as you can say. Um, yeah, they started play the first 15 minutes. I think we played really well, and then Liverpool woke up, and it was just. I think I'm disappointed, and my disappointment only comes from us not winning the game. I think in general, I think we put a good account of ourselves. I'm a bit annoyed. It was just frustrating watching Palmer. He just didn't give us what we needed. It was like an off day for him today, and it was not the day for him to have an off day, in my opinion. I feel like he could have done much better today. And I think we lacked not having him up there. I think I was not really sure about some of the substitutions. I wanted, in my opinion, I think when since Jackson had that little injury, I thought we should have put Nkunku up front instead of him and took off Jackson. Um, and when Neto came on, he could have come on for Madueke. Besides that, I think the defensive mistakes is what cost us today. I feel like there was a little bit of a gap between our defense, and every time they done the long balls, it went straight there, and it was just straight to our defense straight away. Um, Obviously, I think Jota came off with an injury, and then Nunes came on, and obviously in my match preview, if you guys seen it, I was just saying, oh, I'll pray if Nunes doesn't come on, and he did cause us a bit of a problem. Sancho, he was all right. He did quite well in the beginning, and then he kind of faded off. I felt like he didn't really needed to be substituted, in my opinion. I feel like he should have just kept letting him take on his man and just kept trying to work that left hand side. Since we don't really have a proper second option to him on the left, I didn't think there was any need really to take him off. Sometimes some players get into the game and get into the run of the game itself, but just the game momentum during the game, and when you keep playing them all the time. And I think taking him off, I wasn't sure about that really. A couple of times I felt like our midfield got bypassed, where I think, like I said about the crosses and stuff, and we just couldn't handle the crosses. It was straight. They started shaking, and it wasn't the same anymore. And then I'll go straight into um, when Jackson had that shot. Jackson had that shot from the right wing area where he got injured, and for me, he should have crossed that into the box. You can't be having a shot from that side. You should be when you get that side as a striker, especially if there's a defender right next to you. You can't take a shot on from there because you either have to go near post high or just cross it into the box. You know what I mean? Unless you beat that defender and you got a bit of space again. And obviously, he kind of got injured from it. After that is when the Colwell error happened, and he just kicked out, and I just thought, it's those little bozo moments that we have in games that we need to get out of our games, and I feel like not having a world class goalkeeper in the back is what's causing that stuff in them. The uncertainty, that the defenders don't really trust him so much, and you saw that by him he does that almost every game as well, Sanchez, where he just passes the ball, to a player that already has a player next to him. Sometimes just kick it out. There's no need to pass it to players that are under pressure, and that's something I didn't like. Going to after Obviously Salah took the penalty really well. People say he placed it really well. In my opinion, he took a side and he just hit it with power, and he was on target, and that was quite well. First half, we didn't have a shot on target at all. Um, then after that is when the potential penalty came out, when obviously they bypassed our midfield again. I think it was Nunes that passed the ball straight um, to Jones, who ran straight through and basically almost he got 1v1 with the goalkeeper. And I think the goalkeeper just about kicked the ball out. And because he just about kicked the ball just before he kind of clashed into him. And obviously that was overturned, rightly so, in my opinion. And then I think around the 50th minute is because I think we had 50 something minutes like extra time that went straight over. We had Palmer. We had a shot around the 50th minute, and that was just over the bar. I thought it was blocked by Van Dijk, but when I was seeing it again, it wasn't blocked by Van Dijk. Second half, we made straight substitutions on the second half. We had Sancho went off for Neto, who ended up playing on the left wing. And yeah, he was causing a bit of issues, but he didn't release the ball early, in my opinion. He kept holding on to the ball, and you almost felt like he's hesitating instead of just passing someone through, because you can just turn over the ball straight away and just, go straight for the transitions. But he didn't decide to do that for some reason. And it wasn't something I liked. He held onto the ball for too long and sometimes decided to just make those runs across. Um, After that, we scored the goal from Jackson. He ran in between Konate and Van Dijk, I think it was. And yeah, the pass came like a little bit too late, but he was lucky. We were kind of lucky that Konate's leg out was. He got some long legs. The way he went out, the way he kept him on side, I couldn't believe it. But of course, lucky as well. Jackson 1v1. I wasn't sure, but he managed to get his goal. Checked by VAR. And then afterwards, we got all the substitutions in. I think Vega came on for Reese. Enzo came on for Lavia, and Badiashile also came on for Tosin. Gusto ended up switching over to right back, Vega left back, and then Enzo played in the midfield, obviously. And Vega was inverting into midfield. He played quite well, to be honest. I had no issues with Vega. I think he, had this man Salah quite, kept him quite composed a little bit, but he was causing us problems as well. Nunes, had a bit of tussle left, right, and also I forgot to speak about um, the Tosin foul that everyone's speaking about now. For me, Cowell was too close for him for it to be, a red card. Like people are talking about the Arsenal Saliba versus Bournemouth yesterday. Saliba was on his own. Evan Nilsson he could have ran the whole pitch and scored. In this game, it's different. It's different because he was too, even if I think Tosin let him go, I think Cowell could have at least got up with him, and even if he just defended him without tackling him, could have potentially put him off. So I think that's why he got a yellow, and Saliba didn't as well. Um, yeah, there was also a shot that came from Gakpo before he came off for Diaz, where the ball got switched. I think it was by Salah all the way to the left wing, and he was just standing there in acres of space by himself. I didn't like that either. Sometimes we go into like a compact set, so we all sit together, quite tight in the back, and we leave all the space out wide. But as a right back or left back, as a full back, you always have to be aware in case know that he's there. If the ball goes over there, I should be able to close him down as soon as possible. And I think that was something as well that we lacked a little bit. After that, it was just cool. Just the balls, just turnovers of balls, a lot of fouls. Nunes had something with Badiashile as well. I think Badiashile came on and he played left centre back. I think we switched into a 3 in the back at that time. I think after that, we also had in the 70th minute, when Palmer had a shot and Soboslai just about blocked it. And I think he should have passed that one to Madueke. All in all, in my opinion, I would say it was a good game. I think we made a good account of ourselves, but I still feel like we didn't fully show up. I still feel like we could have done much better than we did. Um, than we did during the game. Um, but yeah, this is the end of my match reaction. Hopefully, this was my first match reaction, and it never, you know, didn't end up in a win. Hopefully, we win next time. If you've watched the whole video, I want to thank you for all the support I've been getting. It's been amazing. I want to thank you all for that. If you liked if you like what I'm doing, thank you. Like the video, subscribe. There'll be much more content coming. I need to plan a few things out and see how I'm gonna do it. Um, but yeah, coming on camera and stuff is something new for me, so I'm trying to get used to it. Um, but yeah, thank you all. Take care of yourself and peace.